Okay, this is Andrew Sachs at Next Level Sports Performance. I want to talk about the wall slide, which is an exercise that a lot of our baseball, softball players do for scapular strength and mobility. I see this done a lot, and a lot of times it's not really done properly. There's a few cues that you really want to focus on to make sure that this is being done properly. So if you're not familiar with the wall slide, what it is you're going to get right up against the wall, just like this, and then you want to put your elbows, head, and hands against the wall, and you want to kind of slide up and down. So ideally, to do this, you should have your tailbone, your upper back, your head, elbows, and hands all back against the wall. But what we see sometimes when people do this is, you swing around over here, they'll have people sit down to do it, and they ask them to put their butt right up against the wall. So inevitably what will happen sometimes with some of these kids is they don't really understand, like they'll get their back against the wall and they'll try to scoot their butt back, but it's not really there. So they really have to be able to kind of keep their chest up and scoot the butt all the way back. Some kids for some reason can't figure that out, so what we do instead, we'll have them stand up and just kind of sit back like they're doing a wall squat almost. So that's where they get their butt against the wall. There's no guesswork of whether or not it's there or not. So once they're in this position, you want to make sure that not only are all these kind of markers back with the elbow, the head, and the hand, you want to make sure that their low back is flat against the wall and that their anterior core is engaged and the ribs aren't popping up. What we'll see is kids will get here, and then like they know, all right, my elbows are back, my hands are back, so it's good. But what they don't realize is that when they kind of arch their back like this, they're still not in the right position, because I want to be right up at about 180 degrees, right about here. So if I'm like this feels right, but you see if I kind of like strengthen my core and I kind of contract, my hands are really only getting to this angle. So we want to be engaged in the anterior core, low back flat. So right here, elbows go back, head goes back, hands go back, and I'm up and down without letting my ribs pop up. So I'm going to stay tight here the whole time. Up and down. Okay. So that is the wall slide.